Today, friends, we'll be reviewing ExpressVPN. Established in 2009, these VPN bad boys have been offering airtight security and privacy for a long time now. Sure, it's not the cheapest VPN out there, but it's one of the biggest and most well-respected brands in the industry. And after our research, we can see why. If you're considering ExpressVPN and wondering about the hype, stay tuned. I'm Dani from Bitcatcher, and here are 13 things we like about ExpressVPN and one thing we don't. 13 things we like about ExpressVPN. Number 1. Offshore privacy protection. Not all VPNs have equal origin stories. The first thing to mention is that they're run by ExpressVPN Limited International. That's a company based in the British Virgin Islands. Yep, as in that self-governing territory where their entire legal system is their own. Since there are currently no data retention laws in the British Virgin Islands, this lends ExpressVPN a pretty nifty privacy advantage from the get-go. If you're using ExpressVPN and there are investigations made against you from foreign interests, ExpressVPN can't be forced to provide evidence of your internet activity. This sets it apart from a lot of VPNs out there, especially the ones based out of the US. Number 2, their network lock keeps your identity secure. Here's another win for privacy. ExpressVPN also lets you enable a kill switch, otherwise known as a network lock. If your internet connection to the VPN gets dropped, the kill switch immediately cuts off all traffic to and from your device. The point? Basically to ensure that there's no data or IP leak, even if the VPN tunnel is compromised. This comes in handy in a lot of real-life applications. For example, if you're torrenting and you lose your connection to the VPN server, ExpressVPN pauses your internet activity until you reconnect. Your privacy isn't compromised. But we don't take anyone's word for it, and we had to test out the effectiveness of the kill switch for ourselves. So we ran our own DNS leak test, and they passed with flying colors. Number 3, no logging policy. ExpressVPN earns another point for privacy by upholding a very strict no logging policy. By logging, we mean data that's collected about you during your internet sessions. ExpressVPN has engineered their apps and servers to eliminate all traces of sensitive information. IP addresses, browsing data, metadata, or DNS queries, all that fun stuff. What's this mean for you? Basically, there's no way that ExpressVPN can be forced to provide logs of your internet activity, even if someone attempts to force them to. So you can rest easy knowing that you won't leave a digital footprint. Number 4, split tunneling. If you want to run your VPN off your router, then split tunneling may be something that you need. Split tunneling essentially lets you both access the internet and use another device on the same network at the same time. ExpressVPN supports this. You're also able to configure split tunneling to suit your needs. If you've installed the VPN on your computer, you're able to choose exactly which applications do or do not pass through the connection. For example, you can choose to only pass data from your web browser through the VPN, while allowing all other apps to connect directly. Number 5, ExpressVPN is fast. More great news, ExpressVPN is fast. We put it to the test by running speed tests from 5 key locations. And ExpressVPN's performance was really impressive. We did notice a degradation in speed the further that we got from our actual location, but that's fairly standard. But under normal circumstances, we were able to get speeds close to the ones advertised by our ISP. Number 6, government-grade encryption. So I've yacked on long enough about privacy and speed. Let's talk security. The most obvious thing to look for in a VPN is of course the encryption that they use to secure their data. We were pleased to see that ExpressVPN uses advanced encryption standard with 256-bit keys, or AES 256. It's the same encryption standard that keeps a lot of government secrets around the world safely locked up. Why? Because a 256-bit key requires a heck of a lot of combinations to try and crack. Number 7, choice of many protocols. VPNs rely on 2 key things to keep your identity and activity safe. One is the encryption that I just mentioned, and the second is the means that the data is passed, which is through a secure tunnel. Each type of tunnel has different characteristics, but they leverage on a combination of speed and compatibility. For example, L2TP offers far better encryption than PP2P, as you're comparing 256-bit encryption to 128. Either way, ExpressVPN allows you to choose between many different tunneling protocols. Each protocol has its own pros and cons, and you need to figure out which is the best fit for you in terms of speed and security. You can either pick yourself or allow ExpressVPN to choose for you. Number 8, huge number of server locations. ExpressVPN has a pretty huge spread of servers. We're talking 3,000 servers in 160 cities and 94 countries. Okay, it's not as big as NordVPN's 5,000 plus server network, but it's much bigger than many other VPNs on the market, and we think it's plenty enough. The more choices of server that customers have, the lower the chances that a server is going to be overloaded, which can mean more stable performance. Not every server offers the same tunneling protocols. If you do happen to connect to a server that doesn't support the protocol that you want, it should be pretty easy to find a nearby alternative. Number 9, 3x devices and easy to set up. Every subscription to ExpressVPN comes with 3 simultaneous connections to the internet. We think that's plenty enough for the average user to cover their bases. For home, you can just set it up on your router to cover your bases there. And if you're out of the house, 3 connections should be enough to cover your bases, unless you're planning to use your laptop, your phone, and your tablet at the same time. On top of that, we just found ExpressVPN really easy to set up. After you've signed up and received your password, you'll be taken to the instruction page. From there, you just have to choose where you'd like to set up your VPN. If you're not too savvy with VPN, rest assured they've done up lots of content to help you. Things like detailed instructions and videos to help you get set up on every device known to mankind. Near enough. Number 10, you can pay with Bitcoin. On brand with their obsession with privacy and security, ExpressVPN also accepts payment in Bitcoin. That's always useful if you're looking to stay completely anonymous. There's no money trail and there's no way to trace the payment back to you. Number 11, torrenting is allowed. In what's great news for torrenting lovers, ExpressVPN does support torrenting. In recent times, large companies have been pressuring ISPs to track and penalize P2P users breaching copyright laws. A VPN can keep you safe and anonymous, but some VPNs restrict or don't allow P2P activities at all. ExpressVPN is not one of them. They even openly teach their users how to set up a torrent client. And yep, our team found torrenting speeds pretty awesome. Number 12, access to any Netflix region content. Another popular reason for hooking yourself up to a VPN is to access restricted content on Netflix. As we all know, Netflix restricts the content that an individual user can access. The content that you can see depends on the region that you're accessing it from. ExpressVPN allows you to sidestep this and gain access from anywhere. They even teach you how to do it. So rest assured that you can binge watch all your favorite telenovelas and Bollywood flicks to your heart's content. Number 13, fantastic customer support. As I've said, ExpressVPN has a really handy knowledge database, but even better than that is their live chat service. When we tested it out, we were really impressed by how fast they were. Within seconds, we were hooked up to a customer service rep and away we went. The team was knowledgeable, helpful, and solved our queries quickly. We even emailed a copy of the chat transcript for keepsies. Knowing you have a responsive support team right at arm's reach is always just great. If you're a newbie to a VPN, this can be especially important. Top marks. What we didn't like about ExpressVPN. So ExpressVPN has impressed us with their privacy and security so far. But no VPN is ever perfect, and there's one thing we definitely weren't a massive fan of. The cost is pretty steep. ExpressVPN has often been slapped the label of having a premium price, and it's true. A monthly subscription of ExpressVPN will set you back $12.95, so it's definitely not the cheapest VPN on the market. However, to give it its due, the price does drop down to $8.32 for a 12-month subscription, so that's a 35% discount. If it's any consolation, they do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee to help stave off buyer's remorse. Conclusions. Is ExpressVPN worth the high price? In conclusion, we're honestly very impressed with ExpressVPN. It's stable, and its privacy standards are one of the best in market. For users worried about the price, the real question should be the amount of value that you're getting out of this product. To recap, you're getting offshore privacy protection, military-grade encryption, multiple protocols, and great support. We think it's a small price to pay for peace of mind. Plus, you can always sign up for the longer 12-month contract. You'll get a cheaper price in the long term, and you'll feel less of the penny pinch. ExpressVPN certainly gets our seal of approval. That's all for this episode, folks. For more content like this, make sure to subscribe to BitCatcher and jab that like button for good measure. Till next time!